Winning with Big Brands. That's the first plenary session. And the topics include supplier diversity and certification. Can you explain to us what exactly do you mean by those terms and who should go to that session?
So a big part of selling your product or your service is that you probably want to speak to those big brands. And so on our panel that we have is they're either big brands that want to buy from you, or they're employed by a big brand. And so if you are planning, if you are a woman business owner and you want to sell to a large multinational company, here's your chance to hear what this panel is saying and thinking. And so it's open to all women business owners and all women and business, it's women and men business owners. And what we mean by supplier diversity is that in Canada, and Canada's a leader here, by the way, Canada has what we call different diversity councils. And to give you an example, one is led by Cassandra Dorrington, and she runs the Canadian Aboriginal and Minority Supplier Council, known as CAMSC. So if you're an Indigenous woman and you're a minority and you want to try to get into these big brands, she's the vehicle to help you get there. Another example is Daryl Sherman, who's with Canadian Gay and Lesbian Chamber of Commerce. And so, you know, the gay community, the lesbian community has been a minority. So how do they make that connection? And that's what being certified means, is that you go through a process. Are you indeed someone who wants to sell to big brands or sell to the corporations? Then that's a vehicle to get in there. Another one is Deidre Guy, who deals with Inclusive Workplace and Supply Council of Canada. Inclusive means disabled. Like, what do we need to do? If you're deaf, how do you get to be with those big brands? That's the vehicle to do that. And I'm really pleased that the moderator of this session is Sylvia Pankak, who is the president of what is known as We Be Canada, the Women's Business Enterprise Council. And then together, all those councils have formed what is called, in Canada, CDAC, and CDAC stands for the Supplier Diversity Association Council. We actually have on this panel Tara Hartley, who's a regional director for Public Services and Procurement Canada. And one of the things that she's really promoting is all the opportunities in defense that they want to be able to open their doors to people who can sell to defense. And you think, well, I'm not in defense, really, am I in defense? But just every part of government has to buy things. For instance, they have to buy paper, they have to buy promotional products, they have to buy bags, they have to buy cups. So you have to take a look at what are you offering, and maybe your product or service is something that you want to be a part of.
I'm also pleased that on this panel is BMO and TELUS, who are leaders in supporting supplier diversity.
So the last person on this panel, and not last by no means, is a woman business owner who is certified. And her name is Lisa, and she's the president of what is called NRG TELUS Resources. And she is a supplier to many corporations. And so she will show how, because of her certification, her business has grown. So that's a very important. So that's why we call it Winning with Big Brands, February 26th. And what an opportunity to open the doors for you. Just come and listen, find out what it's all about.
Well, it sounds fantastic, Barbara. Thank you so much for this. And if you would like to find out more, you can go to EXCELerate2021.com. This is your chance to have access to some of the best business minds in the world to help you succeed. So don't miss it.